Most practices are cash rich on paper, but in reality, they are always struggling with the cash flow. Is that true? Does it ring a bell with you? Does it resonate with you? With your practice? Well, that is true for most of the practices in our country. They are doing very well on paper. It is amazing, cash rich, but in reality, the struggle for cash is never ending. Month by month, the struggle continues. Hi friends, this is Dr. Kunal Banka, and today I'm going to talk about the deficiency of cash in our practices. Why does that happen? Let me give you one example from dentistry. Suppose we do a zirconia crown and we charge 12,000 rupees from the patient. The moment the patient pays, where does that money go? That money goes to a bank account if the patient pays online or comes to you as cash. Now, what do you do with that money? It's quite fundamental. You spend a lot of money making a zirconia crown. How? The chair time. All the time for which the patient is in your chair, patient spends money. Because every minute the patient sits in your chair, you are spending money. So you charge the patient for that as well. So the cost of running the chair per hour, that adds to the bill of the patient. The lab work, of course, you're going to give your work to a very good lab, not a cheap one. And as far as I understand, most of us want to do really good work. So if we give the work to a very good lab bill comes to a certain amount. Then your electricity bill for that duration of time, your salary, your payment, you are doing the crown in the patient's mouth. So your money, what are you going to charge for it? As a clinic, you have charged 12,000, but what is your share out of it? The biggest mistake what we do is when we take that money from the patient, we think it's our money. My friends, it's not your money. Every rupee what you charge from the patient is not your money. That money is your clinic's money, your practice's money. Why? Because you spend money on the lab, on running of the chair, paying the staff, the bills, paying yourself. Consider yourself as a consultant, and then you pay yourself. And then whatever amount is left, that is the balance with the clinic. That is the turnover of the clinic. It is a positive balance of the clinic. But we never do that. What we do is, money comes, we start spending. Oh wow, I made 12,000 this today. So let's go and party. That's what happens, right? We don't save money for the lab, we don't save money to pay ourselves, we don't save money to pay for the clinic expenses. The right way is, when the patient gives you 12,000, put the money in 3 accounts. Number 1, your personal account. Ideally, you should pay 25% of the proceeds. So when it is 12,000, you should pay at least 3,000 to yourself. That 3,000 goes to your savings account. Then the lab bill. There should be a separate account for your lab bill. The moment the patient pays, you transfer that money to the lab account. And whatever remains goes to the clinic account, the current account, from where money goes to various bills like staff salary, electricity bill, the cost of running the chair, and all that. Now, if you do these 3 accounts, you will never be cash short, because the bill for the lab is already in your account. You don't have to pay from your pocket. Your salary is already in the account, so you know that you can spend that 3,000 on yourself. That is nobody's. You don't have to pay any bills of the clinic from your 3,000. That is your money. And then in the clinic account, whatever money you have, that is for paying the bills, and whatever is left behind, that is the profit of clinic, which will be used in future for clinical expenses. And if not, at the end of the year, you can take a bonus out of that for yourself. That is the right way to run the finances of a clinic. If we follow this, the 3 account system, I think none of our practices, however big or however small they are, none of our practices will face the cash crunch, and our vendors will never complain that sir is not paying our bills in time. We should follow this 3 account system religiously and rigorously. Without that, our practices are incomplete. That is one of the systems which we should set up in our clinic, in our practices, so that our practices run real smooth. I'll come back to you in the next video with some more interesting